behalf of the Poultry Committee of Castlewellan Agricultural Show, I would just like to say hello to everyone from the show field this afternoon. It's a very different show field to what it was in 2019, when we were privileged to have one of the biggest shows of our time. But due to the COVID-19, unfortunately, we can't have the show either last year or the current year. But all being well, we look forward to next year, when we hopefully will have a poultry section going again. Now, I would like to introduce to here everyone, the committee members, Robert McKibben and to Jimmy Hughes. Robert will be later showing us a demonstration of from egg production through to the show cage, and then our good friend Jimmy Hughes here will also take us through the breeding and selection and washing and show preparation of Pekin bantams. But we're going to go over here now to Jimmy to see can he recall some of his first memories of Castlewellan show.
Well, I've been showing poultry and especially with pigeons for at least 30 years. I remember coming to Castlewellan on many occasions when there was no poultry. There had been poultry, but the poultry shows had all stopped. And then a few years back, I remember starting up again, and the secretary at that stage was Pauline Gibson, and I was privileged to be asked to judge the first show when the poultry restarted again, you know. So the numbers weren't just as big as they had been the last couple of years here, but there's a lot more exhibitors now and a lot more young people coming into it. And as I say, it's great to see Castlewellan show, and it's a great show all round, not just the poultry. I mean, I always call it the small Balmoral, you know what I mean, because there's more stalls and more things to do. You can sit your whole day in or more by just going around all the stalls and stuff like that, you know.
That's good. It was good that you mentioned again about who the previous chair people were. We got Pauline had been chairperson for a number of years, and then Ali Wan came in, and unfortunately Ali Wan has passed away. But we also have Judith, who was chairperson, Judith Lyons, who was chairperson for a year, and thankfully they're still all with us in the committee, and they tried to help us through on show day. Now, Robert has been a great help to me on the shows since I came involved. In fact, he now is a co-chairperson, and Robert was the one this past number of years has been sort of organising, building cages, numbering cages. So I'm going to get Robert maybe to tell us a wee bit of his memories for it. Now, the only thing I remember earliest stages with Robert was he won the show way back in the early days with a white call, right, was it? Right, yeah. And then 2 years ago he came back in and he won it again with another white call. Oh, yes, that's about all. My memories isn't as good as what Robert is. He's a younger fella.
Well, I just say, Andrew, if it wasn't for the big money I was getting, I wouldn't be here. But anyway, when I was talking about those shows this last 2 years, I'm sitting here thinking, building cages, tying cages, shavings, taking cages down. Do we really miss it? But that would do.
Of course, we have to say we miss it.
Yeah, anyhow. But yes, no, that's right. As Andrew said, the second show here, we were. I remember it was a really wet day, as Castlewellan mostly is. But we come here with white call, and how we kept it white to get to the 10th, I don't know. But yes, we won champion that day, and as Andrew said, 2 years ago we won champion again. So we have good memories of winning here twice. So I have so. But yes, no, I was sitting, we were discussing one night, and I said to Andrew, yes, we'll try and do something for the show to keep the crowds sort of interested. And I says we're going to try and do lifting the eggs, putting them in incubators, hatching them out, rearing them right through. this sort of procedure goes on for at least 6 months. This just doesn't happen the week before the show. So you know, you just don't automatically have a bird and take it to the show. So there's a lot of work for us before the show, and as Jimmy knows what he's going to explain about what he's going to do on the show, there's a lot of preparation as well. Jimmy, is your end of the video?
Oh yes. Well, one of it is I specialise in pickings mostly, and we have a couple of wee pickings here that I brought along today, and there's one in there that we bathed. We shampooed and bathed this the other night at my premises, and it wasn't quite dry when we done the video, and I could lift it out here and give you a wee idea what it turned out. It's actually a put. It's this year's bird that was born about January. I am really well pleased with it. And Andy asked me a question,
As we just
would it be ready for Castlewellan show?
Yes, exactly.
And as far as I'm concerned, it's well ready. Would have been well ready for Castlewellan show.
We were saying that bird just didn't suddenly appear. It was
Just
6 months work.
6 months work and breeding and getting the cushion. You know, they don't all come out as good as this here, and with a good sheen on it. Which counts a lot, you know, and good wings and one thing and another, you know, but it has turned out really well.
So whenever we turn over and look at the clips from Robert's and from Jimmy, you'll see this bird going through the different stages, and then there will be another clip at the end of it to show all the final detail that Jimmy would like to point out to everyone. Now, on behalf of the committee here, we also would like to say our appreciation to all our exhibitors throughout the north of Ireland, even those that come to us from the south. Our friend David Callagher and his family have been a great support to this show in every section, and they are people that are key to us. Now, without the exhibitors, the show couldn't take place, so all going well, we look forward to seeing them all in 2022. The other thing I just say, this show is run in conjunction with the ECGB, with the sponsors of it, and they supply us with the necessary flags, and also the Pekin Club as well. Now, this year we should have had with us Louise Carpenter and Ian Simpson, as well as Roger Thomas. Now, Roger Thomas was to give us a workshop on Pekins alongside Jimmy here, but unfortunately that has
Jimmy has to do.
Jimmy
He has to do this year.
He has done this year for us, and we appreciate it. Now, I think that's about all I'm glad to say. Robert, there's more to say.
I'd just like to say, just when you were talking about the exhibitors, it's the juniors, the juveniles, which is up and coming for this hobby. And without them coming, Andrew has put together a lot of good classes, junior handlers and stuff, and all for juveniles. So we would support all juveniles.
And not forgetting our sponsors, Fraser's,
Fancy Feed,
and Thompson's. And I would like to just personally thank the women behind our scenes for helping us to get through this.
Thanks.
See you next year, 2022.